pupils, parents, and guardians, let me start by thanking you for being a part of all our remote learning platforms, particularly our television program, The Classroom in Your Home. Each feedback has been awesome. Good job, you. Our teachers have been working assiduously to bridge the learning loss during this critical period. Therefore, I am pleased to inform you that the Classroom in Your Home has been extended to accommodate the lower primary classes and a dedicated lesson to cater for our special needs pupils in line with our mandate of providing an all-inclusive and quality basic education in our dear state. This program is fully sponsored by the Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, and supported by the Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board under the COVID-19 Blended Learning Intervention Initiative. Please encourage your wards to tune in and take every advantage of this laudable program. Also remember, this pandemic is not over. Let us continue to abide by all health and safety guidelines as stipulated by the government. At Lasubeb, we are determined to leave no child behind in our quest to improve the standard of basic education in our state. Thank you.
Learning is fun, I will love to do it. Learning is fun, I will say la la. Learning is fun, we will love to do it. Learning is fun, we will say la la. Oh yes, children, learning is fun. You're welcome to this interesting program called The Classroom in Your Home that is sponsored by Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, packaged by Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board, Lasubeb. Truly, no child is left behind. Well, I am Auntie Lola, and I'll be taking you through English Studies, the communication class. You won't believe I'm here alone. Oh no, I am not. With me, I have a beautiful mathematics teacher, Auntie Tinu.
Hello, wonderful pupils.
And I have already General Studies teacher, Uncle Sheyi.
Hello, pupils.
And in trial, we bring you the classroom in your home. Please stay tuned. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? How are you today? Well, I'm fine. What about you? I'm fine. What about you? I'm fine. What about you? I am fine today. Welcome to English Studies class, children, which we call communication class. And today we'll be looking at another interesting topic, which is future tense. Which is what? Future tense. But before we delve into that lesson, children, can we quickly recall what we discussed last lesson? Oh yes. Well, last lesson we talked about past tense. You recall that they are tense that are used for actions that had already happened. And also, same last lesson, assignment was given. I'm sure you all did your homework. And this is the correction to the previous homework. If you get them correctly, please give yourself a tick. Write the past tense of the following verbs. Write the past tense of the following verbs. 1, greet. When we add ed to it, what do we get? Greeted. 2, climb. We have climbed. The third one, start. And the past tense of start is what? Started. You get all correctly. Wow. Give yourself an awesome cheer. You are awesome. Awesome. Totally. All right. So, down to today's lesson. Our lesson objective first. What is our lesson objective? That by the end of this lesson, you should be able to appreciate the use of future tenses. Okay? You should also be able to identify future tense verbs in sentences. Now let's move. But first, we want to look at this short sentence. Now suppose you have a meeting with a friend tomorrow at 5 o'clock. You want to fix a time for your arrival. So how do you say this? Let's get the answer to that. Oh, wow. You can tell the person, I will arrive at 5 o'clock. So interesting to say, right? This action will happen later time in the future. Now, children, do you know this statement or the verb you used here is a future tense, which is will arrive. Will arrive is a future tense. Let's make it simpler. Let's get the definition of future tense first. What is a future tense? Okay? What is a future tense? Future tense is used to talk about an action that has not happened. Now, you recall in that illustration that we said you're going to meet someone tomorrow at 5 o'clock. It means it has not happened. It is about to happen. And so we use the future tense verb, which is what? Will. Okay. And so when referring to an action that would occur later than the moment, you can either use will or shall. Now, children, can we test our listening here? Picky, 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 picky. Oh, you can hear me, right? I want you to pay attention to this. When we want to make use of future tense verb, we make use of two words. We use will or we use shall. Can you say that, children? We use will, okay? And we use what, children? Shall. Don't forget those two words because we'll be using more of those words in our examples. Now let's get the first example. I will go to the cinema tomorrow. I will go to the cinema tomorrow. Did you see the future tense verb in this word? Good. The future tense verb is will go. The go, which is the verb, makes us know that the will is a future tense. Yeah, that is what I just explained, children, that the phrase will go tells us that the sentence is in the future tense. Okay, to the second example, I shall visit my uncle at Abuja. I shall visit my uncle at Abuja. What makes this sentence a future tense? It is, can you see that? Shall visit. You're correct. And so the phrase shall visit tells us that the sentence is in the future tense. Are you following? Are you sure you are still using your listening ear? Wow, I'm so proud of you. Let's go to the next example. He will come to my birthday party next week. Your friend is coming to your birthday party next week. Interesting. Shola? Ade? Tell me the name of your friend. Okay, that friend is coming to your birthday party next week. What makes that sentence true or future tense? It is the phrase will come. Will come tells us that the sentence is in the future tense. Okay. The next example, I shall be 5 years old next month. Congratulations if you'll be 5 years old next month. So, the phrase shall be tells us that the sentence is in the future tense. Okay, so we move to the last example. We shall watch the classroom in your home. Oh yes, I know you will watch the program. And so what makes the sentence true of a future tense? It is what? The phrase shall watch. The shall watch tells us that the sentence is in the future tense. Okay. We want to read about BC's weekend plan. Don't forget we said future tense talks about something that has not happened. It is just about to happen. And so it can be next week. It can be a minute after. It can even be next year. So far it has not happened, it is a future tense. Now, BC's weekend plan is something that has not happened. It just wants to happen. So, let's read BC's weekend plan. I have a special plan for the weekend. I shall visit my grandmother. Then we will have a special class next week. A student from London will speak to the class. We will listen to his experience studying in the United Kingdom. Wow, such a busy weekend. And I'm sure it's going to be an interesting one for BC. But let's look at the plan critically. You notice there are a lot of shall, will speak, will listen. Yes, this sentence or this plan makes us know that it has not happened because of the future tense verb present in that plan. Look up, children. We have shall visit. it is a future tense verb. Will have, a future tense verb. Will speak, a future tense verb. Will listen, of course, a future tense verb. And so this is sure correct. Now it is your turn. You are ready to do it. I'm sure you are so ready to do this. Evaluation. You have to underline the future tense in the following sentences. 1. I shall visit my friends this evening. 2. Sheyi will come over by weekend. Have you done that? Uncle Popo will sing a song next lesson. You have 10 seconds to do that. Eyes on me, pupils. Can we have the correction to the evaluation now? Oh yes. Let's start. You have to underline the future tense in the following sentences. For the first one, I shall visit my friends this evening. What is the future tense in it? Shall visit. You got that correctly? A tick. Sheyi will come over by weekend. The future tense verb in that word is what? I can't hear you, pupil. Did you choose will come? Oh, you are so correct. Will come is sure the answer. Uncle Popo will sing us a song next lesson. It is a future tense. And so what is the future tense verb in that sentence? It is what? Will sing. You got all correctly. Wow, you deserve a cheer. Okay, to your assignment. Fill in the appropriate future tense in the following blank spaces. 1. I dash to church on Sunday. Is it will go to church on Sunday or I'll go to church on Sunday? Have you written that? Okay, the second one. I dash my sister to her house when she arrived by weekend. In the bracket, I'm follow. Will follow. Okay, the third one, we dash to town next week. We dash to town next week. Have come, shall come. We move to the next segment, which is Can Fix It. What we have for today's lesson on Can Fix It. Things you need to do after waking up. Things you need to do after waking up. The first thing you need to do is say your prayers. You think you are too small to pray? Oh no, you are not too young to pray. You need to say your prayer first thing in the morning. The next thing you can also do is greet your parents and your siblings or children. It's going to help a lot when you practice this respect right from now. It is very crucial to greet your parents and your siblings. The third thing you can do is brush your teeth. You want to blow into your palms right now to check if you've brushed today. Is it smelling? You've brushed. Good job if you've brushed this morning. You need to brush your teeth. Another thing you can do in the morning, you can take your bath. You need to take your bath in the morning. It is very crucial. It aids cleanliness. The fourth thing you can do is assist your parents in house chores. House chores like what? Like washing plates or washing clothes or even sweeping. There are even more things you can also do. to assist your parents in the house. You do that, you are a good pupil. Another thing you need to do in the morning, very important, children, do not skip your breakfast. Do not skip your breakfast. You need to eat your food. It helps with the brain. It also boosts your health also. And that's it for today, children. I'm sure you enjoyed today's lesson. Well, it is not over. Please stay tuned for Auntie Tinu mathematics class.
It's mathematics time. Say fun time. Mathematics time, fun time. You are welcome to another mathematics class with Auntie Tinu. And like always, today's mathematics class promises to be fun. First of all, our homework. Correction to the previous homework. Which tool is the best to measure the following objects? Pencil, we use a ruler. Why? Because a pencil has short distance or length, short length. A ball, we use a tape rule because it's imperfect in shape. Then the length of a field, we use a metal object. Did you get the 3 questions correctly? You deserve a chair, and I'll give you an awesome chair. You are awesome, totally. You are awesome. By the end of the lesson, you should be able to mention units of measuring mass. Mention the units of measuring mass. 2. Mention instruments used in measuring mass. Mass. Say mass with me. Mass. Mass is how heavy or light an object, person, or thing is. Say that with me and perform the action. Mass is how heavy or light an object, person, or thing is. Yes, you can see this lady trying to check how heavy or light she is. You can see the eggs on the scale. We are trying to measure how heavy or light the eggs are. Units of mass. Units of mass. Units of mass means how we measure mass. At the end of measuring mass, what will we use to denote that it is mass we just finished measuring? Like I taught you in your mathematics class, while we were doing the addition, the subtraction, the multiplication, I told you the signs you are working with is very important. So also when working with mass, there is a particular something you use to denote that it is mass we are talking about. I'll show you what I mean. The standard unit for measuring mass is gram. Say that with me. The standard unit for measuring mass is gram. So anytime you see a number that ends with G at the back, you know we are talking about mass. Did you get my explanation? Good job, you. Objects that are not heavy are measured in gram. Objects that are not too heavy, they are light, you can easily pick them up. Like your plastic chair, your chair in your classroom, and a bucket that is halfway filled, a cup of water, they can all be measured in gram. And when you see a G at the back of the number, you know we are talking about mass. For example, your chair, your books, a pile of books that you can pick up by yourself without an assistance. Heavier objects or things are measured in kilograms. Say that with me. Heavier objects or things are measured in kilogram. For example, a car. Can you lift a car? No. Bags of rice. I know you love to eat rice, but can you carry a bag of rice? No, you can't. Instruments used in measuring mass. Say that with me. Instruments used in measuring mass. We have a scale. Say scale with me. Scale. Wow, I love what I'm seeing on the scale. Scale is used in cold rooms where chickens, turkey, and fish are sold. Oh my God, I love chicken. Used in cold rooms where chicken, turkey, and fish are sold. It helps us to know the amount of kilogram a particular person is buying. If you want to buy chicken, you want to buy turkey, you want to buy fish, they have to check the mass on a scale to know the particular amount they are selling to you. Once your mommy wants to go and get chicken or turkey or fish again, make sure you go with her so that you can see a scale. Simple balance. Say simple balance with me. Simple balance. This is a simple balance and it's used to check the mass of an object or thing. Electronic balance. Say electronic balance with me. Electronic balance. It's also used to check the mass of a thing or an object. I want you to watch a video to explain everything we have been saying since the beginning of the mathematics class.
Look at Raghu, the vegetable seller. He is selling some fresh vegetables. Come, let's learn about weight with the help of these vegetables. Look at this. This is a weighing scale. We use a weighing scale to compare the weights of two objects. When we compare the weight of two objects, one object can either be heavier or lighter than the other, or both can weigh the same. Let's understand this in a better way with the help of the weighing scale. Look, Raghu kept a pumpkin in one pan and a brinjal in the other. The pan with the pumpkin went down and the pan with the brinjal went up. The pan with the heavier object always goes down and the pan with the lighter object always goes up. So, the pumpkin is heavier than the brinjal, or we can say that the brinjal is lighter than the pumpkin. Look at the weighing scale now. Raghu has kept 2 tomatoes in one pan and 2 chilies in the other. The pan with the 2 tomatoes went down and the pan with the 2 chilies went up. So which is the heavier object? As the pan with the tomatoes went down, it means the tomatoes are heavier. See, now Raghu is keeping lemons on the weighing scale. He kept 5 lemons in one pan and 1 lemon in the other. The pan with the 5 lemons went down and the pan with the 1 lemon went up. It means that 1 lemon is lighter than 5 lemons. Hope you had fun weighing the vegetables with Raghu.
Eyes on me. Say eyes on Auntie Tinu. I hope you enjoyed the video you just finished watching. Remember, weight also means mass. I don't want to hear you saying weight. You say mass. You say what? Mass. Understanding mass. Say that with me. Understanding mass. Gram is used to measure objects or things that are not too heavy. Remember, I told you the gram is used to measure light objects. I'm repeating it now. The gram is used to measure objects or things that are not too heavy, while kilogram is used to measure heavier objects or things. Say that with me. Kilogram is used to measure heavier objects or things. Good job, you. Note, please do not forget this. I will ask you in the next lesson. Do not forget all this I want to tell you. It's something very important you must not forget. 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams. You can see how heavy a kilogram is. It equals 1,000 grams. Half kilogram equals 500 grams. Say that with me. Half kilogram equals 500 grams. Good job, you. 1/4 kilogram or quarter kilogram equals 250 grams. Are we together? Say together we are. Good job, you. 1/8 kilogram equals 125 grams. 1/8 kilogram equals 125 grams. Good job. Now do this. It's assessment time. It's assessment time. I want to see how well you have been following the lesson. Dash is the unit of mass used to measure lighter objects. 500 gram equals dash kilogram. 500 grams equals dash kilogram. Dash and dash are used to measure mass. Dash and dash, I'm asking you to tell me the unit of measuring mass. You have 30 seconds. Your time starts now. Pens down. Pens down. Eyes on me. Eyes on Auntie Tinu. Now let's take the correction to our activity. Gram is used to measure. Gram is the unit of mass used to measure lighter objects. 500 grams equals half kilogram. Remember, I told you it's something you must not forget. Scale and simple balance are used to measure mass. Scale, I showed you where when your mommy goes to buy chicken, turkey and fish, that thing we use to measure the amount of chicken or turkey your mommy wants to buy is called scale. Then we also have simple balance. Are we together? Say together we are. Assignment, it's homework time. 1 kg equals dash grams. 250 grams equals dash kg. You have 30 seconds to copy this down, and your time starts now. Yes, eyes on me. Say eyes on Auntie Tinu. Fish it out. Say fish it out. Yes, I'm introducing fish it out to our mathematics class to make it more interesting. I want to know how well you have been following today's mathematics class. Find words from today's maths lesson hidden in this story. Find words from today's mathematics lesson hidden in this story. Anthony likes to eat apples. He went to the grocery shop to get some. He bought apples worth half kilogram and was asked to check the total mass of the apples on an electronic balance. He got a mass of 500 grams and remembered half kilogram is the same as 500 grams. You have just 30 seconds to fish out the words we used in today's maths class. Your time starts now. Pens down. Pens down. Anthony likes to eat apples. He went to the grocery shop to get some. He bought apples worth half kilogram. We used half kilogram today in our mathematics class. He was asked to check the total mass of the apples on an electronic balance. You also saw me giving you examples of instruments we use in checking mass, and I gave you an example as an electronic balance. An example is an electronic balance. He got a mass of 500 grams. I also told you that half kilogram means 500 grams, so we came across 500 grams too. And he remembered half kilogram is the same as 500 grams. We talked about half kilogram and we talked about 500 grams. Yes. Were you able to fish out all these words accurately? Good job, you. And that's it for today. We have come to the end of another awesome mathematics class. Did you enjoy today's mathematics class like I promised? Yes, I am sure you did. Expect a more interesting time with Uncle Sheyi in General Studies class.
Hello pupils, you are welcome to another exciting segment of the program, the classroom in your home. This is General Studies class and I am your teacher, Uncle Sheyi. Today's topic is drugs, but before we move into today's topic, let us have correction to last week's assignment. In our last class, you were asked to tell us who a leader is. Who is a leader? A leader is a person who guides and directs the affairs of the people in his domain. I know you got that correctly. Good job. You were also asked that you should give examples of leaders around you. 2 examples of leaders around you. The president, governors, head teachers, and so many other people in your community. I know you got that one too correctly. You deserve a chair. I would like to give you a super chair. Super! Well done. So let's go into today's topic. And we are looking at drugs. And by the end of the lesson, you should be able to define drugs. And also, you should be able to state why people use drugs. And lastly, you should be able to mention 2 methods of taking drugs. What are drugs? Drugs are substances that cause a change in the body. Drugs are substances that cause a change in the body. When we use drug, it changes our body system. Sometimes when you use drug, you start feeling sleepy. Sometimes you feel tired. Sometimes you feel very weak. So drugs cause different changes in our body system. When we use drug, it affects the way our body and our brain works. It affects the way our body and our brain works. Drugs that are used for healing purposes are also called medicine. In fact, we can also call drugs pills. Okay? So we call drugs medicine or pills. Note, drugs that are used for healing purposes. Okay? Drugs can be in different forms. It can be in tablets, capsules, syrup, injection, inhaler, and so many others. Now look at this picture. These are tablets. They are round in shape or they are disc shaped, and it is the most common type of drug you can see around, and they are for oral medication, meaning that you use them through the mouth. Okay, tablets. Can you see it? Well done. Also, drugs can come in form of capsules. They can come in form of what? Capsules. Capsules are like small tube, and in the tube you have powdered medicine or drugs. It is sealed, so we use it also through the mouth. Capsules are also oral medication. Okay. Another form in which drugs can come is syrup. Syrup is, this one is not solid. Tablets and capsules are solid drugs, but this comes in liquid form. It's usually inside a bottle, and you use spoon to take the drug through your mouth. It is also oral medication because you use them through your mouth. Okay. Then we have injection. We have what? Injection. Note that these are syringes. They are not drug in itself, but we have some drugs that are in liquid form that we put in these syringes and they inject it into your body. Injection are not oral medication, but they put it in any part of your body so that it can connect into your bloodstream. For example, you can take this kind of injection on your arm or your buttocks. Okay, so this injection is not oral medication. I know you don't like injection. I don't like it either. Inhalers. Inhalers is also a form in which drugs can come, and you use inhaler through your mouth or your nose. As you can see in the picture, these are inhalers. Okay. Now, why do people use drug? Why do we need to use drug? Why is it necessary that we use drug? Number one is that we use drug when we are sick, and in order for us to get better or to feel well, we use drug. As you can see in this picture, look at this young lady vomiting, and vomiting could be a sign of sickness. So when you feel sick, we use drug so that we can get better. As you can see in the other picture also, these are sick people and they use drugs in order to get better. We also use drugs to have relief from pain. You can have headache, stomach pain, leg pain, or if you are having pain in any part of your body. In order for you to have relief, we use drug. Okay, as you can see in the picture, this woman is having headache, and as you can see, she's trying to use a tablet so that she can get relief. All right. Another reason why people use drug is to prevent sickness. Before signs of illnesses or sicknesses begin to manifest or begin to show, you use drug. So in order for you not to fall sick, in order for you not to have pain, we use drugs. Okay. Now, when you are feeling pain or you are having symptoms of some sicknesses, how do you take drug? How do you use pills or medicine? How do you take them? Number one is by swallowing the drugs with water. And as you can see on the screen, the pictures, you can see the lady using a drug with water, swallowing the drug. Most especially, I told you, we use tablets or caplets through the mouth. They are oral medication. You can see this man also using a tablet through the mouth, okay? So when you want to use tablets, you swallow them. So how do you take drugs? You swallow them with water, okay? Also, you can use drugs through injection. And I told you that injection cannot be taken through the mouth, okay? But you can take them on your arm or on your buttocks, okay? Another way of taking drug is by drinking, especially liquid drugs like syrup. You take them by drinking, put them in a spoon and you drink them. But nowadays, I think every liquid drug comes with a container that has measurement. Sometimes you see 2 ml, 3 ml, 1.5 ml. There are certain measures that you will have been given by the pharmacist before you use them, okay? Another way by which we use drug is by rubbing them on the affected parts. Let's say you have a sprain or you have an injury on your leg. You have a dislocation. You get a balm and rub it on that affected part. You rub it very well and you will have healing on that part of the body. We also take drugs through inhaling. You can inhale through the nose or the mouth. Most especially those who are asthmatic, they have an inhaler that they inhale through the mouth or nose, okay? We inhale drugs. Please, I want you to note that you should not use any drug without a doctor's prescription. And even if you have a doctor's prescription, when your parents are not around or your guardian, do not use drugs, okay? Do not what? Use drugs when you are alone. You must take them under the supervision of your parents or a guardian, okay? Let's look at the picture. This is a doctor advising a patient on how to use drug. I hope you are enjoying the class. I am also having a great time. So it is time for us to have our classwork. Are you ready? Get your pen and your book and let's write and do this work. Question number 1. Dash is any substance that can cause a change in the body system. Dash is any substance that can cause a change in the body system. So what is that? Number 2, state 2 reasons people take drugs. State 2 reasons people take drugs. You have just 30 seconds to do this. Your time starts now. All right, pens up, pens up. Beautiful, beautiful. The questions are very simple. I know you will get them right. So let's have the correction to them. Number 1, drug is any substance that can cause a change in the body. Did you get that? Give a tick. Well done. Number 2, state 2 reasons people take drugs. I gave you several reasons why you can use drug. People take drugs when they are sick and in order for them to get well. Beautiful. People also take drugs to get relief from pains. Beautiful. Did you get that right? Bravo. I want to roll it for you for getting the two questions correctly. Roll. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bravo. Well done. You are wonderful children. Now, let's have our assignment. Get your pen and your paper and write these questions down. Drugs can be found in different forms. Mention 3 forms. 3 forms in which drugs can be found. Alright, I want to tell you something. In our next class, we will be adding another segment to our general studies class. And the segment is called, Did You Know It? Watch out for it next week, okay? Did you know it? We will be talking about some historical and events that have happened in Nigeria. Please look forward to that, alright? And it is on this note that we will be calling it a day on general studies. I hope you had a great time. I enjoyed myself. Until next time that we will be meeting together again, Uncle Sheyi says, be good. Bye-bye.
Awesome. Yeah. We have come to the end of another interesting, informative, and educative session. Did you enjoy today's episode like we all did? If so, join us next lesson, same station. Yeah. Please send your homework, your comments, and questions to the number showing on the screen. Yeah. 081 5086 5663. Please SMS and WhatsApp messages only. Do not call. I repeat, do not call.
Very true.
If you love your family and friends, you must stay safe for them and for you most especially. To stay safe for everyone you love,
wash your hands regularly.
Practice social distancing.
If you must go out, I repeat, if you must go out, wear your
face mask.
Till we come your way next lesson, remember, at Lasubeb,
we leave no child behind.
Dear pupils, parents and guardians, let me start by thanking you for being a part of all our remote learning platforms, particularly our television program, The Classroom in Your Home. Each feedback has been awesome. Good job, you. Our teachers have been working assiduously to break the learning laws during this critical period. Therefore, I am pleased to inform you that the Classroom in Your Home has been extended to accommodate the lower primary classes and a dedicated lesson to cater for our special needs pupils in line with our mandate of providing an all-inclusive and quality basic education in our dear state. This program is fully sponsored by the Universal Basic Education Commission, UBEC, and supported by the Lagos State Universal Basic Education Board under the COVID-19 Blended Learning Intervention Initiative. Please encourage your wards to tune in and take every advantage of this laudable program. Also remember, this pandemic is not over. Let us continue to abide by all health and safety guidelines as stipulated by the government. At Lasubeb, we are determined to leave no child behind in our quest to improve the standard of basic education in our state. Thank you.